Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ryan and Aiden VLOGTOBER, your autumn series to watch this year. Now, if you watched yesterday's vlog, you will know that the plan was today is to wake up extra early and walk 5 miles in the morning to Durham City and back, as we wanted to remind Reuben, our dog, about indoor etiquette. He used to be really, really good, but because of lockdown, he hasn't been going out as often, etc., etc. So he was a little bit of a tinker when he went to the vets, right? However, we didn't get up early. We were up until about 3 o'clock in the morning last night, and we wanted to be in Durham for 10, so we were going to have to leave about 8:30ish, so it wasn't going to happen, so we didn't do it. However, we still have a fun and exciting day today. Right now, Aiden is currently outside with Reuben. I'm going to go meet him and then we're going to walk around the woods together. So you are invited, come and walk in the woods together. Don't be rude, we're not doing anything like that. And then also we have to do a little bit of errands that we need to do. So I need to go collect a prescription as I'm changing doctors, but I need a month worth of supply of some medication that I'm currently on to switch the doctors around. Aiden needs to get his NHS number so we can have a doctor that's more local to us. Basically, we haven't been to the doctors for about 4 years and we're now having to get a doctor in our actual remit, our area. And then also, now basically here, right, I'll show you. You see this archway? Yeah. Now, our landlord has said that we can get doors installed and he'll pay for it and whatnot, right, on there, but we need to let him know what doors we want on there. The reason why we want some doors on there is because when the heating's on, which is currently right now, you can't really feel it when it comes to the winter, because basically all the heat's going out the conservatory. So, and we've only got 2 radiators, one by the couch and one by the dining room tables. It would be cost effective, that's why we asked the landlord if it would be possible. It would be cost effective for us because we're having to have the heating on all day, yeah, for about 9 o'clock at night for it to finally be like, okay. But with some doors on there, then I know fine well that it'll just blast the heat in here and it'll be nice and toasty. Conservatories aren't the greatest for keeping in heat. Right now you can get like conservatories with actual proper roofs on instead to keep the heat. I think it was a bit of a novelty item when they all came out in the 90s, 80s. I don't know. I just remember not many houses had them when I was a kid. And I was born in 1994, so, but that might be because of a life of poverty when I was a kid. Nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, anyways, what I'm saying is, so we need to go to a place to have a look at some doors. Aiden's auntie works there, so there won't be full price for our landlord or anything like that. So it'll be good to see something. So we're gonna do a bit of shopping, do a bit of errands. We're gonna walk around the woods, and we've got some. It's going to be a bit of a houseworky day today. It is. There's lots to do. There is lots to do. Anyways, that's enough rambling on from me, rather. Let's go meet Aiden outside and let's go in the woods together. I bring good news. So, I was very fortunate. Let me move this camera back a bit further. That's alright, isn't it? I was very, very fortunate enough to win a competition a couple of weeks ago. Basically, there's a new podcast, which is the Giraffe Social Media podcast that I listen to, and it's a new podcast. It's all about social media and about algorithms and tips and tricks and people that are in the industry to just share their experience in working on social media. Anyways, they had a competition where if you leave a review, you could win a Amazon voucher. So I have won an Amazon voucher, which is absolutely fantastic, because it just means that we're not having to spend money on other bits and bobs elsewhere when we've got the voucher there. If that makes any sense. On another note, Aiden's parcel of knitting needles. Not knitting needles, crochet needles has arrived. He's, if you've been watching the other vlogs, you'll know that he has took up crocheting as a little bit of a new hobby, and he's just been doing. He isn't sitting there crocheting all day or anything. He's just crocheting like the first half an hour in the morning and the last hour before we go to bed and stuff. And I'll take you upstairs now and I'll show you what he's been doing, and then we're gonna head out. So yeah, it's I'm chuffed about that. I don't often get to win much But to win an Amazon voucher, it's fab. It's great news. You can get everything on Amazon. And I know that Jeff Bezos is far too rich, etc., etc. But I'm not going to turn down a free voucher that I've won, am I? It's a prize. I'm going to celebrate with it by buying Amazon groceries from Morrison's probably, but yeah.
Steady, Reuben, come. Lie down. Ready, steady, go. Reuben, you enjoying yourself? Yes. Yes, I'm enjoying it.
Out in the woods, we're enjoying ourselves on a nice walk.
Yeah.
It's Aiden thinks it's like Canada because of all the trees.
There's a lot of pine trees going on. I mean,
yeah.
It's just like the British woodland, isn't it? But I love this walk. I've explained myself 100 times before on different vlogs. When we moved here, we didn't even realise that it was like this, so close. But it's perfect.
It makes you want to
Reuben.
have like 7 dogs that are all very well trained and run back, basically.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Which
for
Reuben does.
He loves it, and we love it too.
Yes.
Change of plan. We've decided that we're not going to go to somewhere. Did you mention that we were going to go and have a look at the doors?
The doors, yes, yeah.
But we're going to go to a different place.
Yeah. Here he is,
Hello.
the old lady. Show them how long it is now.
It's really quite long. I think I've done it. I haven't done it wide enough.
He's done better because these are a lot more tighter.
Well, can you see? This is actually interesting. You
Well,
can
look.
see the start. So can you see the start? How it's not very tight because I was kind of
Just
not doing
learning.
it properly. And then now as I've learned to kind of make sure that it's nice and tight and it keeps. I've just done it properly. That's all.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Um.
Are you chuffed?
This
This congeniality boob tube, a scarf,
sarong.
yeah, a Borat bikini.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
But we're gonna head out now.
Yeah, we're gonna head off. I'm gonna learn. I've got some different stitches that I need to learn. And then my mum. I phoned my mum yesterday because I needed her help, but she can't do it like over the phone. So she was like, "You'll have to FaceTime us to do it." But I think I'm gonna start taking orders.
Buy Ryan and Aiden's merch. Let us know in the comment box below if you'd like our merch.
Custom scarves. I mean, they take us literally about 5 days, so
They might be quite expensive.
they'll not be like £5. It takes hours and hours whilst I'm watching the TV, but that's fine. I definitely got a lot faster. I've done way more a day than I ever have done before.
Yeah.
Like if you can see us doing them now, I'm loads faster than I was.
Yeah. Are you chuffed?
Yeah, I actually really quite like it. I find it incredibly therapeutic. What I've stopped doing is spending so much time on social media because of it. Like I used to spend hours just you get the screen time report on your social media thing, and it would be like you've been on for hours and hours and hours just watching random videos, just scrolling through like what's trending on Twitter. But now I've stopped doing it really. I still obviously go on social media, you know what I mean? But
not as much.
Well, I've just like whilst I've just been like having a bit of whilst I've had a moment when normally you pick your phone up, I've been picking this up. And it's much more calming and relaxing this than searching through like.
In a realistic sense, what are you actually missing?
That's exactly right. That's exactly it. Like you aren't missing anything. I mean, we've just found out that Donald Trump's got coronavirus in Melania, which
Behave.
is calm if you ask me. However, I don't wish anyone to die from anything. So I wish them that they get better. But perhaps it'll acknowledge that
It's a serious
it's
virus.
a serious virus, and he should learn. Hopefully he'll learn his lesson that it's actually a bit crazy. You know what I mean? But I don't want him to die or anything. I'm not that evil.
So I have picked up my prescription. That is all sorted. I'm chuffed with this. Now we're gonna go right now. So I'm gonna show you this huge Amazon warehouse. Right? me and Aiden haven't gone down this road, right, for about 2 years. It's giant, right? And then we came down here the other day, and it was like, where the hell did this come from?
It just got built
It's
out
just,
of nowhere.
it's
I feel like it's
like
been fallen. It's just
it
got-
came up out of nowhere.
Yeah, because that's just the front of it. It's just come from space.
Yeah, it's absolutely giant. Like there's all that. Look, if you can see it through the trees, but
No, you can see
we
it.
were a little bit shocked.
Yeah, through that.
It's still going through, as you can see. There, it's a giant building. And when we were driving through this road a few weeks ago, when I got my first prescription, we were literally like, what the hell? It wasn't like just like, oh, like you know when like new housing estates just like appear out of nowhere, and you're like, where did they get built from? That's like surprising sometimes. But when a giant warehouse of Amazon, but like I said, Jeff Bezos obviously has a lot of money, so he can afford to just pay it all.
Houses down there.
Yeah, they're building
You
houses.
imagine, live in my house and look out my window and see the big Amazon building.
Yeah.
I'd love to live there.
What's your view? Amazon.
Amazon. Gorgeous view of Amazon.
Next day delivery. It's great.
Yeah, you'd be off if they couldn't give you Prime, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that would be angry. Right, so we're now going to go look at some doors. Yeah, basically. Thrilling. Hello. So we're back home. Well, that showroom was an absolute flop, yeah? Me and Aiden kind of wanted to look at the, like, lots of selection of doors. There was 3, right? And they're all the luxury brand, and that's not what we're going to be asking for or anything, you know what I mean? So yeah, never mind. We should have just gone to Aiden's auntie's place, but never mind. I think... There was basically one member of staff in that showroom. That was it, just that one member of staff. And when we pulled up, she unlocked the door. So we're obviously maybe like the 5th or 6th customer, maybe all day or something stupid. So it's been a very quiet day. However, Reuben has been a little bit needy. And by needy, I just mean he's whining a bit. Even though we Aiden played fetch with him on the field for half an hour, then we walked around the woods. Normally, exercise-wise, that's enough for him. But just before it gets dark, because it is about to get dark within about 20 minutes. So I'm going to race out now, and I'll do another quick walk around the woods with him, let him sniff, let him run around and whatnot, and then I'll be done for the rest of the night, so it's good. We're going to have some food soon. We're going to watch the Great British Bake Off as well tonight, so yeah, it'll be a nice wind down after a busy week, administrationally busy week, I would say. We sent lots of important emails and whatnot, so yeah. Right, so you got the plan? It was lovely, the walk, until the last 2 minutes and the heavens opened, and now we're both soaking wet.
You can hear it on the conservatory roof. It like
stopped
starts
now,
to go crazy.
literally just like poured it down quite heavily. Rain has gotten in my hair and down my trousers where I'd rather it didn't when I was bending over washing Reuben's paws, so
Reuben,
never mind.
he looks like a fox, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. Come here.
Get dry. Bless him. You had a nice time?
Yes, it was a nice walk,
Where's my dinner? Where's my dinner?
Well, ours is here. We've made, and this time it's been
No, you put crust and
barely
cheese on the
a
top of the pasta.
I put the garlic bread in. We're having pasta and tuna bake. We are, I don't feel, I feel quite tired.
I think you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. We're going to watch Ratchet and probably head to bed. Right, guys.
Who said it, man?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Right, guys, first of all, apologies for the settings of the camera for the past couple of vlogs, including this one. Apparently, we're not using the correct settings, and we're going to look into it more when we go to bed, which is now. However, before we go to bed, as you will know from this vlog and other vlogs, Aiden has been crocheting for the past 2 days, and unfortunately, I'll just let me show you, okay? But I'm really happy. Like that looks great. But yeah. Anyways, I'll turn the camera around.
So this is my first thing that I've ever crocheted. Obviously, it's too short, and obviously it's too thin.
Yeah.
But it was really just a practice that I kept going. It is too thin. I mean, I'm going to keep it because it's like the first.
Thin as in like not like this, but as in like
Can you
it
see
could
how
be
it's
it could be wider
could be a
basically.
bit wider to make a scarf.
Yeah.
So I want to keep it as just something that like my first ever thing. That
Yeah,
I
but
did.
pull it down.
But
If it was a long length one, then. But that was one ball of wool, and how much was that one ball of wool? 166.
166.
Yeah.
No, it was 250 and buy 6 for a 10. Which I didn't do because I only bought one ball of wool. I mean, the fact that it's only £2.50 is ridiculously cheap anyway. So I'm gonna.
You're pleased with it? How many like?
Oh god, yeah.
How better do you feel because of doing it?
I felt nice.
Yeah.
I think it's taken us 2 days to do.
Well,
Like not full days.
Yeah.
Like just while I've been like watching TV at night and that. Tomorrow I'm gonna do one with the
yellow.
See how that turns out. I'm gonna make an actual. That'll be totally wearable. That one. Because now I've practiced and stuff. Like as you can see. From this, I mean, I know practice is practice.
We showed earlier, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell
But
that's totally.
Yeah.
And then as we go down to this side, it's literally like perfect now. I know how it.
By the way, these little speckles are just in the wool that you can see, so it just gives that like different kind of effect. It's not Aiden's crocheting; it's the actual wool.
Come for me crocheting. Try me.
But if you enjoyed this video,
Please give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel and haven't already, click that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you're notified when we upload. Bye.
hello, my name is Ryan. This is the vlog. Blah blah blah. Have we been doing it wrong for every video we've been doing?
Yeah, because I thought it was weird because the ISO was set to 6400 and didn't understand why that was so high and thought it was on auto mode, like literally priority auto mode. Like I'm not going to manual set me camera when I'm vlogging, it's just too much work. Anyway, changed the shutter speed and then still it was on 6400 and I'm thinking, why? It was stuck, it wasn't on auto. That's the auto mode. Auto doesn't mean that the ISO is on auto. So, this should be way better now because the ISO was way too high for this kind of camera and that's the reason why the quality of the image was really bad.
So just ignore the past couple of vlogs.
The other settings were trying to compensate for the fact that the ISO was too high and was actually managing to get the exposure down to 0, so it was fine, you know what I mean? It wasn't underexposed or overexposed.
A lot of tech talk here.
However, this should be good from henceforth. Goodbye.